What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and this is your morning market wake-up call for Thursday, July 23rd, 2020. Let's go ahead and jump on into the markets and see where we're going to be starting today off at. Gold is up slightly, currently at $1884.39. Silver is steady at $22.75, giving us a ratio of 82.85. Platinum is down slightly, currently at $915.59, and palladium is back under $2,200 at $2195.76. In other metals markets, rhodium is steady at 8,800. Copper has risen a few cents, currently at $2.94. Aluminum is steady at 74 cents, as well as uranium at $32 even. Barrels of crude oil they are steady, currently at 41.66. We did see positive gains, although ever so slight, on the Wall Street markets yesterday. The Dow will be starting the day off at 2705.84. The NASDAQ will be starting at 10,706.13, and the S&P 500 is at 3276.02, and the futures are looking up somewhat, very slight, so we don't know how that's going to go once those markets open. If you guys trade in Bitcoin, you'll be happy to know that we did see a nice little bump overnight, currently at 9,576 cents. And if you guys happen to trade in the Utah Gold back, those are up, currently at 316 apiece. In today's video, we are reviewing an article that comes to us from KitcoNews. This is a transcript from an interview that they did with Carley Garner, who is the founder of commodities brokerage firm Carley Trading. It's titled, "Pay Attention to Gold-Silver Ratio as Markets Surge Higher." Gold and silver markets are surging higher, with prices hitting fresh 9-year and 6-year highs respectively, and one market analyst sees room for silver to surpass gold through the rest of the year. In an interview with Carley Garner, founder of commodity brokerage firm Carley Trading, she said that she continues to pay attention to the gold-silver ratio, which has fallen to its lowest level since March. The ratio is currently trading around 83 points, down significantly from the March high of above 124 points. I think we all remember those crazy times. Investors use the ratio as an important measuring tool to value the difference between gold and silver. At its current level, it takes 83 ounces of silver to equal the value of 1 ounce of gold. Looking at the ratio, Garner says that she suspects it has room to fall as low as 70 points in the second half of the year. Silver is starting to outpace gold, and I think this may be just the beginning, she said. Gold and silver are momentum plays. Once the train starts pulling out of the station, it's hard to stop it, she said. As to how high gold and silver can go, Garner said that the yellow metal probably has room to move another $100 to $150 higher before the end of the year. At the same time, silver could push as high as $30 an ounce, she said. In the current environment of extremely bullish sentiment, Garner also warned that investors need to use caution at current levels. Although gold and silver have room to move higher, she said that these rallies don't historically end well. We've seen this happen in gold over and over and over, and it eventually turns ugly. But it probably isn't going to happen right away, she said. I think we've got a little room to move on the upside before we start having to think about that, though. Although gold's all-time highs above $1,900 an ounce is becoming a real target for investors and analysts, Garner said that she doesn't expect silver's all-time high of around $50 to be realistic. She added that economic uncertainty will continue to weigh on silver's industrial demand, which makes up about 60% of the market. The two factors Garner said that she expects will continue to drive the price of gold and silver prices higher are the weaker U.S. dollar and lower bond yields. Quote, there's plenty of room for the dollar to move lower, especially given that what our federal government's doing and what the central banks are doing, she said. And again, that is a transcript from an interview with KitcoNews, and they posted that this morning. So what do you guys think? Are those points accurate? Do we think that $30 might be the cap? Is that the new target for silver? I think that's pretty realistic myself. I'm not a financial analyst, but I do have a fondness for the shiny metals. And I think $30 is absolutely a nice target. I think that's a very, very accurate target. And I think gold, out of all the articles that I've read, I think that this article is probably the most accurate, I feel anyway. What do you guys think? I'd be anxious to hear what you guys have to say on the subject. Go ahead and leave those comments down below. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old IndyXP, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me right there. Helps me out immensely with beating the YouTube algorithms. If you happen to be new to the independent experience and you want to keep up to date on all the latest and greatest content that we put out, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can keep notified of when all the great content is coming out. I'm going to post this right here. Get my hands just right. Boom! Did it. Look at that. All right. So yeah, it's going to be the latest and greatest video right there. Go ahead and click on that at the end of this one. Guys, I've been IndyXP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.